After relocating from Kansas City and Denver, the Devils settled in the East, where they brought championships to New Jersey.
Hi, everyone. With Eddie Olczyk, Ray Ferraro coming along in just a moment. I'm Mike Emmerich. A lot of people have clicked through the turnstiles tonight, and they've had in mind one player. He's the guy on whom all eyes will be. What's it like to be him?
Well, you want that pressure. You want to be the guy. When the game is on the line, you want to be the guy that has the puck on your stick, and that's why people pay a lot of money to come watch this particular player play, because when he's at his best, his team goes to another level.
Giroux's shown throughout his career, pretty much at every level of hockey, that he loves the extra attention and responsibilities that come from being one of the stars for his team. It's not easy being the guy every night, but he seems to enjoy it when all the eyes are on him.
Let's look at the starting netminders. This man's getting the start. He'll be the last line of defense for the home team. He's especially good with his blocker last game. Maybe the opponent sensed something, but they didn't beat him. He's ready again tonight for the Flyers. The crowd's really getting into this as we're ready for the opening faceoff. Keep an eye on Claude Giroux, as Flyers fans have seen him go from a top 9 forward to a top 6 to the top 1. Underway with a matchup that is just fun to think about and now fun to watch. Right along the line. Shoots. Wonderful save. What skill by both goalie and shooter.
You got to think that's a game-changing save there.
Wonderful save. With the game stopped, let's hear from Ray.
Pretty easy to tell from my spot, guys, that this is going to be a physical game start to finish. These guys haven't liked each other for a long time. Certainly not going to change in the next 60 minutes.
Many thanks, Ray. Lets a shot fly. Score! Boy, they're on the board early, aren't they?
Always interesting, guys, after the first goal is scored, whether the team that scored is going to continue to attack or whether they'll sit back a little bit.
Philadelphia's ahead by 1 goal here in the first period. A lot of time still left to play, but getting one and breaking the tie was huge. The Flyers prevail on the draw. Moved along and in. Did what he's made to do.
And by number 28, Claude Giroux. Time of the goal, 3 minutes, 5 seconds.
A little under 4 minutes played here in the first. It's a 1-0 game. The Flyers win it. Lets it fly. Took care of that one. Solid, clean win. And he slides it through mid-ice. Right to the point. That puck hit him on the way to the net. Gains that offensive line. Skill play by Green. New Jersey's back in its own end, trying to work forward. Breakaway. Score! And this one is tied.
You get the lead, you want to pin the lead down. You want to give yourself the opportunity to spread the lead out. But they don't. They give up the tying goal, and now we're back to even.
New Jersey's taking that neutral zone faceoff. Shoots. Terrific save there. Didn't look like he had anything to shoot at, and he made it tough.
The shooter thought he had a chance, but the goaltender robs him. What a stop.
And he shoots. Save.
New Jersey's controlling play now in the defensive zone.
Takes it in from the neutral zone. Lets it go. He scores. That's 2 unanswered goals.
There's been a number of close chances here at either end as this continued tie game strung out. Now they've got the lead. We'll see where it takes us now.
The Devils now have a 1-goal lead in the first period. Perhaps they can build on this and carry something sizable to the dressing room.
Devils goal scored by number 20.
Crosses that line.
Severson.
Lets it go. Solid glove save.
Time of the goal, 10 minutes, 15 seconds.
Under 9 minutes left to go.
From a tie game, we now have a leader. That's a solid face-off win.
Not a hard hit, but effective. It's lost. And that one's chopped in half by Johansson. Gathered up again by Palmieri. Solid work there by McDonald.
Steps in from the neutral zone. Things are heating up with that hit.
I suspect that this game would be way more physical than it has been. There's not been many hits, although there's a pretty good one there.
Moving it to Lawton. Solid neutral ice poke check.
Good place to shoot from. Great opportunity denied. The Devils are driving it from the wing. Outstanding body contact. Skates it into the zone.
Flings it. They score! And they've tied the game up.
We came into the game, guys, thinking these teams were evenly matched. Now we've played some of this contest, and here we are back at a stalemate.
A face-off win. Let's see what develops.
Scored by number 28.
Philadelphia setting up an offense from the wing.
Number 17.
Is able to move on in with a shot. Wonderful stop.
Time of the goal,
Puck is thrown to Giroux.
2 seconds.
And he fires. Made that stop.
Last minute of play.
Perfectly on his stick in that pass from the left wing.
Shoots. Wonderful stop.
Equal to the challenge. Nice stop.
And offside is called.
Because the goaltender's in perfect position, that save is as easy as you can have.
"20 minutes played, 1/3 of the way through regulation. And if you prorate the number of goals scored, after 60, it'll be 6-6. But right now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. 2-2 after 1.
Hey, fans, don't forget our 50-50 draws coming up in the middle of the
Giroux's goal has tied this game. Intermission is coming up. Period 2 is underway, and neither team has a big advantage yet. Even the score is even. The glove like lightning. And he holds on and stops play.
Kincaid's made a textbook stop here. He's in good shape positionally. He makes the save, and he makes it look really easy.
Philadelphia's got another win. Score!
Always dangerous once you break it high that you would sit back and try to protect the lead. I think you have to stay aggressive and play in the other end.
Philadelphia's gotten a 1-goal lead and lots of time left in the game. We're still in period number 2. It's a face-off win. May not seem important in that territory, but they have possession.
He was standing in the lane and got some of it.
Time of the goal. 1 minute.
New Jersey's skating in their own end, trying to get to the neutral zone. Takes that pass. That puck's loose because of the defense. Gets in, looks over his options here. That's a solid save. New Jersey's along the wing at center ice. Around through the corner. Oh, that was in the net. What happened?
There's the old adage, get it to the net. You never know what can happen. This goes off the goaltender and in.
New Jersey's got the game even up again. Still in the second period. Lots of time. Can't wait to see what happens now. The Flyers get it off the faceoff. Takes that pass and looks on.
Number 6, Andy Green, and by number 1.
Propelled to Zajac.
Time of the goal. 4 minutes.
Gains the zone.
54 seconds.
Got it right back. A point hammer shot. Great save. Goalie's one of the 6 guys on the ice. He can pass. He did that. And he hatchets one. At least he protected his goaltender.
Whatever the game plan was in both dressing rooms, it might have been to press offensively, but I'm pretty certain it wasn't to abandon defense. We've had a boatload of goals already.
Missed. New Jersey's continuing on in the defensive zone. Enormous hit.
Oh, he's been looking for that hit all night.
Perfect tip by the stick. The Devils in their own end setting things up. And he steps in. A shot. Slid to Gostisbehere. Grabs that pass in the offensive zone. Just missed the net.
Well, that's a good scoring chance. He's trying to be too fine, trying to pick the corner. Sometimes you've just got to shoot it at the middle of the net.
Can start the attack going in the zone. Puts one on. Nice save with the glove. Receives that pass from the other side. That was one. He'll get the number on.
One way to wear it on your opponent, play physical. And that's exactly what happened there.
Giroux's production has been so...
Oh, what a great chance, but it's off the iron. Takes that pass from the other point. A shot.
May not have been intentional, but he got it anyway.
Pitching it to Lovejoy.
What a heavy hit.
And finally, play is stopped. Poor guy.
Hishier's injury's apparent as soon as you see this hit. The collision was fierce.
Good job on the draw. The Devils with possession in the defensive zone. Chip to Zajac. Trying to go to Van Riemsdyk.
1 minute left.
Leads that charge into the zone. On to Giroux. Shot on. Score!
You fight so long in a tied game. Now you've got the game-breaking goal. What do you do with it? I think you attack. You try to get another one, or at the very least, you don't let your opponent breathe.
The Flyers have gotten a lead that they hope to take into the third, as long as they don't go into a shell. And they take that neutral zone face-off.
By number 9.
Lets it go. Missed it wide.
By number 28, Claude Giroux. And by
40 minutes have been played. Some hits given, some shots fired. But let's see what they have in mind as we get closer to the start of the third period and crunch time.
On to the shots on goal at the end of 2 periods. 14 for Philadelphia and 10 for the Devils. The Flyers broke the tie late in the period, so some momentum for them as we head to break.
Two periods played, 1 period ahead. What are your thoughts so far, Eddie?
Philadelphia's got to be disappointed, Doc. They're only up by 1 goal to get ready for the third period. To me, they were the way better team in the first 2 periods of play. They had a distinct advantage in the offensive chances.
That play is offside, and so back to center ice for the faceoff.
His team leads in the game, and he's the leader in the face-off circle. Good save there.
The Devils waiting back in the defensive zone.
Brings it in for an attack. Open ice hitting is not dead.
You go through that area of the ice, there's a pretty good chance you're going to get hit.
Snaps one. A terrific scoring chance denied.
The Devils have it along the side at mid-ice.
Oh, my, what a hit.
That's what we call, Doc, using the old noggin.
Lets it go.
Save there. Pitching this one to Brad.
Driving in from no man's land.
Stands him up. The Flyers in their own end lug that puck along.
And he picks it up.
And he steps across the line.
Zacha's got to try to simplify his game there. Just too much stick handling.
The Devils control the play in their own end.
Solid rub out. No out of bounds in this sport. Looks ahead to start something. The Devils are skating it up at neutral ice.
Smart recovery by McDonald. Snapping a pass to Patrick.
Shoots. Score! 2 straight goals.
What a quick release on that snapshot. No way he's going to miss from the low slot.
He doesn't even move. Once he drops into the butterfly, you're certain he's got the net covered. He just doesn't.
The Flyers are now up by 2. They're going to face an onslaught here near the end of the game, and they know it. We are in the third period, but they have a 2-goal lead.
It's dumped in. Shoots. Puck ricocheted off the screen.
If we had games like this more often, nobody would be talking about how difficult it is to score goals anymore in the National Hockey League. But as it stands tonight, this is a goal after goal after goal game.
The Flyers waiting back in their own end.
Fires. Wonderful save. He was hovering right over it.
With this puck being so close to net, this is all a reactionary save.
And that one turned aside.
Well, it looks like the shooter's just trying to get this puck on net. Routine stop for the goaltender, not much challenge.
A little under 5 minutes remaining here in the third. There have been a lot of goals scored, and 62% of them to the leading team, 5-3. And he lets it go. May not have intended it, but it hit him. And a save.
He hangs on and gets the whistle. That's an enormous offensive faceoff win. He wore that puck on a hard shot. Good save there. Shot blocked. Slides it to Van Riemsdyk. Wonderful save. They won it. Now what can they do? The lane was jammed and it hit somebody. That puck came back to neutral ice, and so things will have to regroup. He's got that point pass.
1 minute left.
Last minute to go in the third. New Jersey's pulling their goalie for the extra man. Net empty. Score!
That one should put the icing on the cake.
Sayonara, that pretty well puts this one away.
Philadelphia's got possession from the faceoff.
Number 11, Travis Konecny.
That one blocked.
By number 28, Claude Giroux.
To Zajac.
By number 79.
Now it's directed to Brandt.
Time of the goal, 19 minutes.
Takes it up near the boards. Gathered up again by Voracek. Goes to the backhand. Laid on to Zajac. Looking to Brandt. It's an onside play. What a marvelous collision. Unless you're in it.
No, he had nowhere to go on that play.
Still have control in their own end. And he is shooting. And a save. Pass attempt to Lovejoy. Directing that one to Brandt. A good stick there, so no complete pass. Puck comes out of the zone back to center ice, and so things will settle a bit. Horn sounds, game over. The Devils were outshot, outscored, and finally they get a rest because the game's over.
That's what you talked about, being outed. No chance here tonight.
That's it for another great night at a hockey rink. For Eddie and Ray, Doc saying good evening, everyone.